Now it's okay. Claudio was the first one to notice that our platform has changed its name to Ellie. Okay, but what is Ellie, guys? There is a video here, okay, that I wanna show you. But first of all, Claudio, read this part here so we can better
Okay.
understand.
Why did we change our name? For the past 20 years, we've been developing exceptional content for language teachers like you. Just as language evolves over time, so has our company. We are no longer
Simply,
simply a library of print materials. Today, we are one of the most widely used content and
courseware.
plat- courseware platforms for English teachers in the world.
Very good. Just this pronunciation here, Claudio, of developing.
Developing. I have a difficulty
Yeah, sometimes
develop.
you change that pronunciation.
Yes. As an innovative ed teacher company, our product continues to advance and expand, leaving us in need of a name that better reflects who we are, what we do, and where we are headed.
Had it. Do you know this
Headed,
expression? Had
headed.
it. It's
Yes, like
yes. Like pointed.
focus, like yes,
Like when you're pointed. But it's
yes.
also very used informally in the meaning of going. I can ask
Go.
something like this. Where are you heading?
My program career, like
Yes, where are you heading? But it can also be in the physical meaning.
okay.
Sorry, I'm heading south. I'm heading west. You can use that, okay?
Okay. We also realized that ESL, English as a second language, is a term that not always recognized or used around the world. As
Recognize
we
it.
recognize it or use it around the world. As we continue to grow, we believe our brand should be more universally reflective of our global community of teachers and students.
Very good. Now it's Ellie. And why Ellie? Let's watch this short video. Hey, it's nice because we can also see that this platform is evolving. It's growing a lot, and that's so good. Because with more money, we will have more resources and etc. And when I first wanted to use the ESL library, this guy had a meeting. I had a meeting with this guy. He's the founder, and he's totally like a teacher personality type. Very warm, and he was asking, "Hey, is the price good there for you for Brazilian teachers?" So he's very nice, and let's watch it. Hi, I'm Ben, the founder at Ellie, one of the most widely used content and courseware platforms for English teachers in the world. We recently changed our name from ESL Library to Ellie to better reflect who we are and why we're here. ELLI. Each of these letters has purpose and meaning. If you look at the EL together, it just reminds us of our original name, ESL Library. And the LL, when put together, represent language learning. The two I's at the end are simple. Standing next to each other, they look like two people using language to build a friendship, a relationship, or the start of a community. Together, these letters form a personal name that we think is warm, friendly, and inviting, traits that are so important in the world that we live in today. We hope you love the new name as much as we do, and we hope you'll join Ellie in being a part of our global teaching community. Ellie. Ellie.
Very cute. I
Very
love
cute.
it.
They slay it. They totally slay it. Yes? So,
Yes.
last class, teacher Bruno started with you that very nice lesson about universal basic income. Yes? Now we
Yes.
are going to start taking a look at the words we're going to be working. Okay?
We have intensive discussion about
Yes?
this topic. It's very nice.
Uh-huh. I saw some of that.
Good. So I'm gonna allow you to control Claudio as you are the
Okay.
one here.
Okay.
Idleness.
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 Yes. Automation.
Automation.
Pilot.
Pilot.
Lump sum.
Lump sum.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income.
Make ends meet.
Make ends meet.
Perfect. While are you doing? I'm gonna get some more water. Okay.
Okay. Pilot to test or automation. Basic income. I think pilot is test. Certain. Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
try to figure it out, but I don't- I never heard iodines and neither lamp sun.
Lump sum.
Lump sum.
Perfect. Say you're finished. You are all correct. Good. Okay, I'll be controlling now. But let's review the answers, okay?
Okay. A set amount of money in a single is installment.
Installment.
Installment. Lump sum.
Yes. Yes,
Lump
that's
sum.
lump sum. And let's pay attention to this, okay? When we are going to buy something, Claude, we have two options here in Brazil. Either you buy it in a lump sum, or you can pay generally with 10 10 what? 10 installments.
It's installment.
So that's what it means,
Ah,
10 installments. Sometimes I don't buy in
installment.
10. I like to buy in 4 or 5 installments.
Me,
What?
me too. Me too. Because 10 months like almost a
Mm-hmm.
year.
Yes, and depends on what you're buying, of course.
Yes, of course.
If
My
it's a
cell
self
phone, my cell phone. I remember that it was 24 installments.
installments, yes,
Installments.
mine
Installments.
was mine was 12. Yes,
Just because
but that's
iPhone.
yes, exactly. And the life of poor people, it's that.
Yeah.
But at least it lasts. Yes, a
Yes.
lot.
Yes.
Perfect.
To have enough money for life necessities.
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 Make ends meet. I already saw uh, this phrase in somewhere. I don't know. Maybe
Maybe
a
I
series. I don't know.
maybe in Euphoria song Zendaya sings exactly this
Maybe.
expression. Yes, I'm gonna show you later.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
idleness,
The idleness, the act of not contributing, contributing,
contributing,
contributing. Laziness, idleness. A base income for every citizen that is funded by the government. Universal basic income. The use of machines rather than humans for production and work. Automation. To test or conduct a trial. Pilot.
Very good. I'm just gonna pause the recording for who is watching, guys, because I'm gonna show a video called. I don't remember, but I'll put in the group. Two people who are in trouble, in financial problems, okay, but they still have a house and etc. They're just going through a hard time.
Okay.
Okay, make ends meet. Let's see the vocabulary preview B now. We have necessity,
Necessity.
looming,
Looming.
qualify
Qualify.
or qualify sometimes, welfare,
Qualify. Welfare.
weigh options,
Weight options.
and voice a concern.
Voice a concern.
Okay, I'm in control.
Let me take notes.
It's better if I let you control, yes?
This is hard. Uh, I don't know if it's correct, but I'm relating the word with the phrase. So
Mm, okay, let's see if you get this one. It is the opposite.
oh God.
Yes. Looming, it's a problem that we can see. Yes, it's kind of close, but it hasn't happened. So now let's review these answers.
Okay.
Okay. Looming,
Treat threatening
threatening.
threatening to be a problem in the near future. Loom.
Perfect.
To consider what is the best solution or choice. Uh, Age options.
There is no T, okay?
Some
It's way options.
age. Weight options.
Way options.
Weight options.
When you
Weight
say
options.
weight, you're talking about the noun. For example, my weight nowadays it's about 94 kilograms.
Mm,
Okay, when there is the T in the
okay.
end, Claude. And
Okay.
this one is the
Weight
verb.
options. Weight options. Okay. Something you need for survival, e.g., water, food, necessity. To talk about troubling issues, issue, uh, voice
Issue.
a issue, voice a concern, financial support for one's well-being, welfare.
We-
Welfare is like
welfare.
welfare. Welfare is like uh, empréstimo.
No, that is loan. Loan.
Loan, loan. Okay.
Loan.
Because uh, I'm thinking financial support for one's well-being, like the rich people.
Mm,
Or
no, generally
no?
for a person who is in need. Sometimes that's funny because this word here, welfare, can also be translated as well-being,
Well-being.
bem-estar
And
também.
what is a person that is well-being like?
What do you mean?
Well, what is a person like well-being a person?
No, but well-being is not a person. Well-being is it's the
Okay.
state. Yeah.
State. Okay.
For example, if you have money, if you have a shelter, if you have food, you kind of have a well-being.
Well-being. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'm thinking
And
about that. Okay.
welfare, it's more related to money that you give to someone so this person can live well. So sometimes here, social assistance is considered a welfare.
Okay.
Okay.
I get it. I get it.
Perfect.
To have the conditions required to receive something beneficial, qualified.
Qualify. All correct. Now it's time for the listen. Okay.
Okay.
Remember to go take notes. You take notes on your computer. Yes, Claudio.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Universal basic income. No strings attached. What would you do with a lump sum of free money every week? Some people would work less and spend more time with their families. Others would go back to school, start a business, or write a book. Instead of using it to make ends meet, some would undoubtedly spend it on drugs and alcohol. Is free money an invitation to idleness? The idea of government-funded universal basic income, UBI, is not new. British philosopher Bertrand Russell and author Virginia Woolf both supported the idea over 100 years ago. In the 1960s, many minorities agreed with Martin Luther King, who called UBI the solution to poverty. With an aging population and the rise of automation, the basic income debate is experiencing a third wave. Governments in Switzerland, Finland, India, and Canada have tried or have considered piloting basic income programs. The looming decline of the job market due to technological advances such as machine learning and artificial intelligence is forcing governments to weigh their options. Driverless cars alone are expected to drastically affect unemployment rates. At the 2017 World Government Summit in Dubai, Tesla CEO Elon Musk predicted that some form of basic income will be a necessity in the near future. Despite this recognition, Musk voiced concerns about the lack of self-worth people might have when they're no longer defined by their jobs. Perhaps the greatest concern about basic income is affordability. Offering financial security to every citizen comes at a much higher cost than current welfare systems, where people have to apply and qualify for aid. Could Bill Gates be onto something? Instead of taxing the rich, Gates suggests taxing companies that replace employees with robots.
Okay. Do you need to listen again? Oh, that's okay.
I think it's okay. I get it.
Okay.
The big picture.
The big picture is going to explain that. Good one. Okay. So let me just. This text has something that it's important to discuss. Okay. So first the title, no strings attached. Okay. When we use this, it means that we do not need any commitment. Remember that commitment is compromise, yes, like in Portuguese, compromisso. But there are two meanings. In this case here, we are talking about no strings attached, maybe to the government with the population. Okay, because they would give the money, that's it. No commitment. But informally, if you say this no strings attached, it means hooking up with a person just once and okay, bye bye, go. It was just that. So there are two meanings, okay? One that it's more formal, and this one that it's totally informal. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Let's complete now.
Universal basic income. No strings attached. What would you do with a lump sum of free money every week?
A lump sum.
Perfect.
Some people would work less and spend more time with their families. Others would go back to school, start a business, or write a book. Instead of using it to make ends meet,
Make ends meet.
Yeah.
some would undoubtedly spend it on drugs and alcohol. Is free money an invitation to idleness?
Wow. She says that money it's just use it for drugs.
Well, if you think it, well,
Uh-huh.
in examples like the rich people, yes.
Yes, and in Canada, it's very common to see like indigenous people on the street, like drugged and like wasted and drunk because they receive kind of salary from the government. Okay.
We need how can I say uh, motivation for living.
Uh huh. We need here, mainly here in Brazil, everybody's needing money. Good. Undoubtedly, did you pay attention to this one?
Undoubtedly,
Very
undoubtedly.
good. Read for me, please, Claudia, this paragraph.
Uh, what no strings attached. What would you do with a lump sum of free money every week? Some people would work less and spend more time with their families. If I had a lump sum of free money every week, I'll buy iFood every week.
Have you seen the new iFood promotion that
Oh,
you can earn 1 year of free iFood?
yeah, I saw, but I didn't read it well. I'm gonna
Uh huh. It's
check
like
some.
1,500 per month.
Wow, what a dream.
My God.
Some people, okay, others would go back to school, start a business, or write a book. Instead of using it to make ends meet, some would undoubtedly spend it on drugs and alcohol. Is free money an invitation to idleness?
Maybe.
Maybe.
The idea of government funded universal basic income, UBI, is not new. British philosopher Bertrand Russell and author Virginia Woolf both supported the idea over 100 years ago. In the 1960s, many minorities agreed with Martin Luther King, who called UBI the solution to poverty.
To poverty, poverty,
Poverty.
poverty.
Sometimes you're going to listen poverty, sometimes poverty.
Poverty is like breaches,
British.
breach,
Yes.
breach,
With an aging population and the rise of automation,
automation,
Automation.
automation.
I also talked to do you remember I had a conference of this of Ellie? I think it was
Yes,
last
I
year.
remember.
I talked to this woman who is speaking. She is so I want to work for them. Okay, yes, Ellie, if you're looking for someone, I want to work there.
the basic income debate is experiencing a third wave. Governments in Switzerland, Finland, India, and Canada have tried or have considered piloting basic income programs.
Pilot, etc.
Piloting as
Pilot.
a verb.
Tried or have considered piloting basic income programs.
Perfect.
Okay. Just oops, a
Ah,
little.
sorry. Scroll up.
Scroll up. Okay. The idea of government founded universal basic income UBI is not new. British philosopher Bertrand Russell and author Virginia Woolf both supported the idea over 100 years ago. In the 1960s, min-
The
minorities
19.
in 1960s,
Okay.
60s, many minorities agreed with Martin Luther King Jr., who called UBI the solution to poverty.
Poverty.
Poverty. With an aging population and the rise of automation, the base income debate is experiencing
Experience.
an experience a third wave. Government in a Switzerland,
Switzerland.
sorry,
Switzer. Uh-huh.
Switzerland.
Do you remember
Uh,
what country is this? Yeah.
uh,
It's one country in Europe.
yes,
Swiss.
Swiss,
Switzerland.
Switzerland, Switzerland. Okay,
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Finland, India, and Canada have tried or have considered pilot,
Piloting.
piloting, piloting basic income programs.
Perfect.
The looming decline of the job market
Looming.
due to technological advances such as machine learning and artificial intelligence is forcing governments to weigh their options. Driverless cars alone are expected to drastically affect unemployment rates.
Effect.
At the 2017 World Government Summit in Dubai, Tesla CEO Elon Musk predicted that some form of basic income will be a necessity in the near future.
Necessity.
Despite this recognition, Musk voiced concerns about the lack of self-worth people might have when they're no longer defined by their jobs.
That's a question that we are all.
Very complex.
Uh-huh.
Very complex.
It's very
Because
complex.
it's not like a sci-fi movie anymore. It's happening.
Uh-huh. The sci-fi is our reality now.
Yes, it's our reality.
Uh-huh. And it's nice because every time people ask you to define yourself, your job, it's one of the first things that you always say.
Yes, and
Because your job is almost half part of your life.
yes. Recently, when I used to do therapy,
Mhm.
my therapist asked me, "Who are you besides the job?" These questions make me
Uh-huh.
like cry. I don't know who am
Just
I.
like my therapist, why are you sad if you love your job so much? And I, girl, okay, let me turn off here my Wi-Fi connection so I cannot talk to you anymore. I would say that. I wanted to say that, but it's nice because we are defined
Yes.
by our jobs, yes. And by
But
the job, I don't mean the
we are
profession.
much more than our jobs.
Exactly, and not only our because job can be something that you change over time. Yes,
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
your career, your
Yeah,
profession itself, what you have studied for, some different
yes.
stuff. Yes, good.
Good. The
Okay,
looming decline of the job market due to technological advances such as machine learning and artificial intelligence is forcing governments to weigh their options.
very good.
Uh,
Just pay
dr-
attention to this do. Okay,
do, do,
do too.
do, do to driverless car alone are expected to drastically affect unemployment rates. At the 2017 World Governments
Summit,
Submit in Dubai,
not submit.
Tesla
Summit.
Summit in Dubai, Tesla CEO as Elon Musk, I don't like him, predicted that some form of basic income will be a necessity in the near future. In the near future, despite this recognition, Musk voiced concern about the lack of self-worth people might have when they're not long they're no longer defined by the jobs.
Very good, exactly. That's gonna be a problem. Even him, yes. Hey, what do you do, Elon Musk? Okay, I'm just helping.
I'm just a billionaire. I'm just a
Uh
billionaire.
huh. Yes. Why don't you give this money? Give to me that I
Yes.
can. I know what to do.
Perhaps the greatest concern about basic income is affordability. Offering financial security to every citizen comes at a much higher cost than current welfare systems,
Well, well fine,
Welfare.
welfare.
where people have to apply and qualify for aid.
Qualified.
Remember that this aid there is the meaning of help. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Could Bill Gates be onto something? Instead of taxing the rich, Gates suggests taxing companies that replace employees with robots.
That is not what.
What
Um,
about tax everyone that is like real rich
uh
people?
huh.
Everyone.
That is billionaire. Do you know, Claudio, that there is an agreement between billionaires, like to leave money when they die? Yes. I'm gonna show you later.
Very interesting.
Yes, it's very interesting. Can you read for
Okay.
me the last one?
Yes. Perhaps the greatest concern about basic income is affordability. Uh, Offering financial security to every citizen comes at a much higher cost than current welfare system, where people have to apply and qualify for aid. Uh, could Bill Gates could Bill Gates be onto something? Instead of tax the rich, Gates suggests
Suggest.
taxing suggests uh, tasking companies that tax,
Taxing.
taxing companies that replace employers with robots.
Very good. Then they remember when there are two E's here in English.
Employers, employers,
Employees.
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 Okay,
Exactly.
robots.
Okay.